I finished working on Friday, closed my laptop, didn't open it again. I spent most of the weekend horizontal, phone in my hand, something playing in the background, nothing demanding. And by Sunday night, I was still tired. The same tired. Like the weekend hadn't really happened. And I couldn't figure out why. That's when it hit me. I hadn't been resting. I had just been pausing. The week had been a lot. Work, errands, cooking, cleaning, bills, decisions, the usual things that quietly pile up. By Friday, I wasn't just tired from doing things. I was tired from the weight of them, the second guessing, the bracing before every decision. So the weekend was supposed to fix that. And I did everything that looked like rest. I stayed off my laptop. I declined plans with friends. I gave myself the day. But that day meant couch and endless scrolling, funny cats, recipes I saved and will never make, videos I wasn't really watching. Then I noticed. I wasn't recovering. I wasn't resting. I was just pausing. At one point, I put my phone down, closed my eyes, just for a moment, and within seconds, I reached for it again. Not because I was bored, because the quiet felt uncomfortable. The week had been loud, in a specific way. Not noise, demands, life demands. Constant small things asking for my attention, my patience, my sense of whether I was doing things correctly. By the time the weekend arrived, my mind didn't really know how to slow down. It just wanted something easy, something that asked nothing from me. The phone was perfect for that. New recipe, world news, funny dogs this time, minimum effort, completely controllable. Pick the phone, scroll, put it down whenever I wanted. But something became clear. Putting the phone down isn't the same as letting the mind settle. I had removed the source of the stress, but I hadn't actually rested. I had just replaced it with a quieter kind of noise. What surprised me wasn't that I noticed it once. It kept showing up. I finish my workday, close the laptop, immediately check my phone. Same posture, same position, just a different screen. I told myself I was unwinding, but my eyes were still moving. My brain was still receiving. Nothing had actually changed. So I tried something small. Walked to the couch, 10 minutes with nothing. No input, no screen, just sitting. No thoughts, or if I needed, happy thoughts. And something subtle happened. The day actually ended. My body registered that work was over. The craziness was done for the day. On weekends, after a heavy week, I used to feel pressure to make the most of my time. If I was exhausted, it felt like wasting the weekend, like rest had to be earned by doing something first. The shift was smaller than a routine. I started asking one question: does this require anything from me? Sometimes an afternoon walk was the answer. No destination, no pressure, no podcast. Or simply cooking something I'd saved for a long time, the recipe that needed a lot of preparation, the one I kept putting off for a quieter day. Doing something with my hands that didn't need decisions. By Sunday night, the weekend started to feel like it had actually happened. Then I noticed it, somewhere I didn't expect, with people I genuinely cared about. Sometimes I'd be in a conversation with someone I wanted to be with, and I'd notice my attention drifting. Not because I was bored, because something in me was still carrying the week, still bracing in the background. The shift wasn't a technique. I just started noticing the moment, when I arrived somewhere physically but not yet mentally. And quietly, I'd remind myself, the week is done. It's not coming with me into this room. And when I caught it, I enjoyed the moment. Even my bed routine changed. Before sleep, I used to scroll until I fell asleep. I told myself it helped me switch off, but I'd wake up tired in a way I couldn't explain. So one night, I left the phone outside the room. And yes, I dug out the old TikTok alarm clock, the annoying one, the one I swore I'd never use again. And I just lay there in the dark for a few minutes, not meditating, not doing anything. It felt strange at first. Then the shift happened. I started sleeping differently, not dramatically, just better sleep. Going back to my weekends that never felt like weekends, I used to end a long weekend feeling cheated. It's already Monday, I'd ask myself. Like I'd had the time, I had the plans, but hadn't gotten what I needed from it. Now I see why. I was filling every gap. Every quiet moment got absorbed into a screen, a video, or a message. Recovery needs gaps. Brain needs gaps. Body needs gaps. Small pockets of time that stay empty. My weeks aren't less busy. Life still brings the same things: work, family, decisions, bills. But now I start more weeks feeling like I actually had a weekend, a quiet space before the world rushed back in. That's the part that changed. Not productivity, not discipline, not some new routine, just that space between stopping and actually recovering. It got smaller, enough that Sunday evenings feel different now, less like bracing for Monday, more like the weekend finished. I still reach for my phone, I still scroll, I still watch those funny cat videos, save recipes I'll never make, share videos with my friends at midnight. I don't think that goes away, but I can feel the difference now between resting and recovering. That difference between stopping and actually landing somewhere. It's smaller than I thought it would be, and quieter. And once you feel it, you can't really unfeel it.
Subtle wins. One idea, 10 minutes. Real change.